Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultan Allah. يا ربي أنت سلطان، نحن عبيد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والشكر لله ولا إله إلا الله والله أكبر ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أطيعوا الله أطيعوا الرسول والأولي الأمر منكم. Praise be to our Lord Almighty that favored us and made us from Ummatul Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and grant us to be gathering for majlis of dhikr. تركتنا الصحبة والخير في الجميع قالوا شو نقشبند. Our way is association, as the goodness is on the group that come together for the purpose of being with their Lord. Maulana Sheikh Nazim, Qaddasallahu Sirru, he was addressing one time some of the murids with a lecture speaking about spiritual quest. When he said, you have to make the entrance you have to desire for the infinite. Because by nature, our desire is limited to small things. If you ask a human being, what is your wish? What is your desire? Majority of us, we will ask for potato, for watermelon, especially in summer now, for straw, or barley. Some fancy one will ask for gems and gold. But still, the secret aim in the heart of people is small, is about dunya. Very few are asking for heavens, for eternity, for divine presence. We may claim that what I want is heavens, but when we are looking deeply the actions that we are putting, the effort that we are putting, the sacrifice that we are putting, it doesn't match our aim. Because the one that is wishing for divine presence, sincerely, deeply, is wishing for any sacrifice. And biggest sacrifice is nafs al-amara bisu, means you have to sacrifice yourself. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was discussing at some point with his son, Sayyidina Ismail, after they have been challenged with this divine order, which gave us our Hajj and a lot of elements from our Hajj today. So he was speaking with Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam, that asked him, "Oh my father, which one of us is higher in sacrifice? Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam told him, I am higher, O my son. I accepted from my Lord to sacrifice you. Then Sayyidina Ismail alayhi salam answered to him, O my father, I agree with my Lord to sacrifice myself. Which one is higher in sacrifice? Then Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam understood that this question was not coming from him. It was inspired from Allah to give him a teaching so that teaching can reach us. That's why Sayyidina Muhammad afdalus salatu wassalam put an extreme emphasis on this when he said, Jihad al-Akbar, Jihad al-Nafs. Try to of thousands of people. So if ego also is going to say, oh, mashallah, hear my voice. If I close my eyes, I continue speaking. I am saying, maybe I am not hearing anything. Maybe they are all fainted from ecstasis. This happened to Sayyidina Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani one time. Qaddasallahu sirru, Qawsu Azam. He had one son that had a strong aim in him. That son was trained. He was also a very knowledgeable one. And he wished to give that knowledge. So Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani saw that desire in him. And we remember what Sayyidina Shah Naqshband said about the spiritual disease. One of them is when you have that desire to teach. So Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, to give him a lesson, said, oh my son, I have to leave the city. And I appoint you to make the khutbah instead of me. So he said, finally a chance for me. So Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani left the city, and on the day of Jumu'ah, his son made the khutbah and prepared it with, mashallah, good knowledge. And he started speaking, and in Baghdad, in those days, Assembly of Qaws Azam was huge. So he started speaking, and knowledge, as he was speaking, was outpouring. And to get more focus, he closed his eyes and he was speaking and speaking. And at some point, he was not hearing any more noise. So he was thinking, maybe what is coming is too much for them. They are in hell. And after a short while, he opened his eyes to see how they are in hell from what he was giving them as knowledge. And he was hearing some sounds making. And he looked, he is finding the whole line is sleeping. And then he found that everyone in the assembly is. So quickly, he finished the khutbah and ran out. And then when his father arrived, Ghawsu Azam Qaddasallahu Sirhu, he asked him how, oh my father, what a terrible thing happened to me. When you gave me that mandate to give the khutbah at your place, I am thinking I am going to give them something. I was so eager, but then I found all of them sleeping. He said, oh, ya waladi, oh my son, because what we are giving to them is not out of our wish and our will. We surrender to what Allah is wishing for them to receive. You went with your own aim. So this is to remove a little bit the echo on the microphone, because it's creating an effect that you are thinking too many people listening to you. SubhanAllah. So Maulana Sheikh, when he was saying desire for eternity, he said there are different methods. But every method depends, first of all, of one condition. You must ask the seeker whether they are wishing to be trained or not. They must have a willpower. And that willpower cannot be given to them. It has to come from them. So Maulana Sheikh was giving an important element in tariqah. What is the core of your intention and how much willpower you have for spiritual training? Because many of us, we are coming to the Sheikh and we are hoping for the stars. You want to fly and be in the stars. And we are hoping that, oh, mashallah, I am going to the Sheikh. He's going to take me and open my heart, enlighten my heart, and make me to fly, and make me to taste maqam al-awliya. The Sheikh is saying this, you cannot, this is a fairy tale as long as your willpower is not strong and your desire to reach for eternity is not strong. The Sheikh cannot act and take your hand for training. That element, Maulana Sheikh was saying, that according to it, once you have that willpower, then the Sheikh will give you the training according to your level. So he said, sometime the Sheikh may not give any particular training for the seekers. Why? He said because the training is inefficient as long as they are carrying certain characteristics. Hussein is saying game over. So for spiritual training to be efficient, there is the need of your willpower to be there. And there is a need of a precondition that the training can start. There are some of the characteristics that your ego has that are not there or have been taken down. So at that time, the Sheikh may take you by the hand and start your quest as it should be. So you see, this is the reason why, for many, there is not, you don't have that strong rise and progression, because the Sheikh is still working on those characteristics that are preventing the real trading. So then he said a real sheikh must have that capacity to view when he has the disciple. He has that vision, that ability to understand about his capacity, to understand what he can carry, to understand the method that is going to be for him the most efficient. And Maulana Sheikh will say that it is highly important not to give someone a training or an effort or something that is over their capacity, otherwise they will be lost. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal in Holy Quran, He will say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, La yukallifu lahu nafsan illa wusaha. Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't charge you with a burden heavier than what you can carry. This may apply to many things, as Prophet ﷺ, when he was asked something, he used to say, and the companions, they say, this is too much, Ya Rasulullah. He used to say, no. If someone came and asked me, Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't charge a soul more than it can carry, means I can do something for it. So he said we are at the level of being seekers, not yet beginners. Because seekers is the one that is looking and is expecting to find the way. The one that has found the way and started the quest is called the beginner. So he said we have to prepare ourselves, and we should command our ego not to oppose what is being asked. He said because ego doesn't want to go toward heavens. Allah Azza wa Jal created ego as a counter force to the soul. Nafs al-amara bisu is a counter force to the ruh, constantly wishing, and its aim is dunya. Its aim is illusion. Its aim is everything that is opposed to be raised, to be taken to heaven. So he say there lies from the beginning of the quest a strong battle between the ego, the nafs, and the soul. That's why when the shuyukh, they will speak about the evolution of the soul, and they go through the levels from nafs al-amara to nafs al-lawama, to nafs al-mutma'inna, to nafs al-radiya, to nafs al-mardiya. all the levels, when you are going you are going to see that the first level, nafs al-amara, is a rebellious ego, is a childish, wild ego. There is no compromise. You cannot ask. You can. He will do things without feeling any remorse, any shame. There is no counter force in it. It's so arrogant. But slowly, slowly, as you are working on the discipline and you are trying to fulfill the command of Allah Azza wa Jal, the nafs evolve and you have a counter force that comes. There is an evolution in the nafs that he start feeling a blame whenever he is going towards something that is wrong. So he said that famous control that one must have on his ego, when at the lowest level you are able to hold the control and the bridle of your ego, then come the move and you can increase into your spirituality. So he said the Sheikh has that capacity to pull the student, and because the Sheikh has been given from presence of Prophet Afdalus Salatu Wasalam a spiritual power to drive and to take his followers spiritually. Like Prophet Afdalus Salatu Wasalam came and he trained Sahaba al-Kiram radiallahu anhu arda. When he was training them and pulling them by his spiritual power, what Allah Azza wa Jal gave him. The Shaykh has also been given an ability to pull his student, and he said it is like a train when you have how you call that? No, the head. Locomotive. Caboose. You have the head of the train, the locomotive. You say the Shaykh is like that. You can hook behind. Sometime when you have a powerful head, you can hook 100 wagons behind the engine. So, locomotive. So he said, the Shaykh is like that. He says sometime when you add another machine behind, more power. He said that's why awliya, when they are training, sometimes they are seconded by other levels of awliya or other shuyukh that are also appointed for the spiritual training, and these give them much more ability to carry the followers to the training. So he said the first step for the one that wish for infinite, he must find within himself that demand. Everyone must find a demand inside. When the heart is longing and wishing to be raised, to be taken to holy, the presence of heavens. So it is more to say on the quest and the methodology, but the core of what Maulana Sheikh is saying is that this quest, he said, there are masters and there are 41 ways that has been given for the spiritual quest. But everyone must first look to settle, to answer some of the questions within themselves. Are you really intending to, what is your intention? Speak, ask yourself, Ya Fulan. Are you intending for Allah? Are you intending for Mawla? Are you intending for spiritual endeavor? This is real, sincere in you, or you are pretending? Knows that if you ask for that, the price is high and the sacrifice is high. You will be asked what you are wishing to give for it. And you will be asked by Allah Azza wa Jal for that presence that is the most precious presence for the servant, divine presence. You will be asked from the highest, for the highest price. And that highest price obviously is an-nafs al-amara bisu, is the sacrifice of your own self, like Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, when Sayyidina Ismail was giving him that lesson. Who is the highest in sacrifice? It was me, O my father. I gave myself for my Lord. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us from those that their intention is strong. May He make us from those that aim for infinite, for eternity in heavens. May He make our willpower to be firm and to be consistent. And may He hook us to the proper locomotive, to the power engine that by heavenly support can take anyone through this level of spirituality. For honor and sake of crown of Prophet Habibika al-Mustafa Afdalu Salatu Wassalam, ila hadratina bil Fatiha. تكبر الله.